We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Tyler Chatwood is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Pitch on the way. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and then it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. 3-0 now. J.D. Davis waits on deck. A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Matt, I think there's some concern about Michael Conforto right now. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
J.D. Davis the next to bat, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball well outside. And that's over. 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Batting fourth.
So here's Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And the pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Steven Matz will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Digging in now, Chris Bryant having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
Davis grabs it cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Wilson Contreras is doing. He's coming off a multi-home run game. And when you start hitting 2 home runs or more in a game, that means you are swinging the bat pretty darn good. I want to see how they attack him this time around.
Grounder down the line at third. You see the great batting average coming in. 17 home runs and 41 RBIs. Now the pitch.
Nope. Outside.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, despite that loss last time out, they've been one of the hottest teams around, winning 8 in a row before that.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
To 2-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Sinker, 3-2 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
First pitch of the at-bat. Javier Baez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Short, hit hard. Rosario's got it. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Man, errors are never welcome, but to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
From the belt, the pitch. Contreras tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Now in the box, Michael Conforto. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
No balls and one strike. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. 1-1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Number 52.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. All even now, 2-2. Pitch on the way. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
This is hit the other way out toward left field, and this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn around with a 3-run bomb.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Look out. 2-0 now. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. The 2-2. And he got him.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We've played 2 full. The Mets are out on top, 1-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jake Marisnick. And looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and the pitcher steps in next. It'll be Steven Matz, and he gets ahead 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Hayward has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bodie is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top 1-0. Stepping in, Hernan Perez. He'll lead it off against Steven Matz.
The second baseman, Hernan Perez.
And the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario brings it in. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Tyler Chatwood. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
The 2-1. This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Scooped up. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Into the box now, Chris Bryant. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he misses. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Line drive to center field, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Going back is the center fielder. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Michael Conforto looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And another foul ball. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 2-0 New York. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Bodie, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. The pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. And that brings up Javi Baez. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Marisnik is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to him.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Marisnik. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Stepping in now, Ian Happ, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One and 0. Here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
Hard sinker misses. 2 and 2. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
2 balls and a strike now. And the 2-1. Down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a bear down right here.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike. And this one's in the dirt, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
In there, strike one. Ramos leads off first with one away. And that misses 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
At the plate, Steven Matz. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Fouled off. The next 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Mets strand one that they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. One thing that concerns him is they have yet to draw a walk. He said sometimes pitchers are just on and throwing a lot of strikes. But he said they need to find a way to get base runners. Although they're ceding a lot of strikes, more discipline and patience should lead to more opportunities for free passes.
Thank you, Heidi. Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Steven Souza will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 21, Steven Souza Jr.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And it's gone into the bleachers. Kris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Now batting, left fielder.
In now, David Bodie.
Bodie.
And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Javier Baez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch.
2 balls, no strike.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in his zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
The 2-0 on the way. Slow roller down the 3rd baseline. Davis brings it in. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. Through 5 innings, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi. Rowan Wick takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. 1-0 the count. Line drive, base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Into the box now, J.D. Davis, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
2-0 count, the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Jeff McNeil will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0 home. Rosario makes a move from first. Pitch misses the throw down. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second. Two-0 count, the pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. Now another 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty B, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right here.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Number 10 for him on the year. And it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead. Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Just 5 innings of work for him here, as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Into the box, Ian Happ, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Wilson is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Swing and a high chopper. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
0-1, here it comes. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in, Hernan-Perez. Lifetime numbers against Justin Wilson. He's a .333 hitter. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that one is gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, his first home run of the season, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Albert Almora will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
Cutter runs outside, ball 1. He'll step in here at 275. 3 homers, 9 driven in. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 5 and the Mets 2.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher coming on now, and we'll get a look at the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
Leading off to the net, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is in the air out to right field. Hayward on the run. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Michael Conforto. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. (5-2) our score as we play inning number 7. Fouled away. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he puts it on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail 5-2. Paul Sewald gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 51.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
To show you how strong this guy is, he hit that last off-speed pitch over 400 feet, so the pitcher wasn't supplying most of the power there. This is a really strong hitter.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing of. I know it looked like it was way off the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is Cespedes. He's there and records the first out. Digging in, Javier Baez, and he's 0 in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Runners on first with 1 down. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even, 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. He's set. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Jason Hayward will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
1-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me. Dan Winkler has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43.
Ready to begin the 8th, and up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 0-2 once more. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ is right there, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 16.
So striding forward now, Jake Marisnick. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. Robinson Cano will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Robinson Cano.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. 0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 7 and the Mets 2. Brad Brock is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 29.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and set to go is the switch hitting outfielder Ian Happ.
Leading off for the Cubs, the center fielder.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
baseman.
So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Bases are empty, one man out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Digging in and looking for more. Hernan Perez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Josh Begley will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4, Josh Begley.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Fouled off. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Here's Chris Bryant now as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 0-1. Here it comes. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches.
Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. To second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
At the plate now, David Bodie on the ground near home. But it's foul, strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. The 0-1. Popped him up. Alonso is there, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 8 full. It's the Cubs 9 and the Mets 2. Jeremy Jeffress comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Stepping up now, Ahmed Rosario starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batter, third baseman.
Digging in once again, J.D. Davis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. 1 out, nobody on. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
Jeff McNeil is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And he falls behind now 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so Ivan.
Oh boy, that got him on the mound. And he's out on the tag. But a run is in to score away from the play. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. From the stretch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Again, another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He struck him out, and that's going to do it for the Metropolitans here this evening.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Chicago Cubs rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Rowan Wick gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.